Indra Shrestani Dravinani Hidikam. Okay. So you are discussing about the different procedures and thoughts to be followed during the Jata Karma Samskara. So I've seen some 8 mantras which are responsible or which contribute to the longevity of a person. So discuss about that. And we are continuing. This is a mantra from Veda 2:21:6. Second mandala, 21st sukta, 6th mantra. Indra Shrestani Dravinani Dhehi. Indra Shrestani Dravinani Dhehi. Chittim Dakshasya Subhagatvam Asme. Chittim Dakshasya Subhagatvam Asme. One line. Posham Rayinam Arishtim Tanunam Swadmanam Vachaha Sudinatvam Mahnam. Indra Shrestani Dravinani Dhehi Chittim Dakshasya Subhagatvam Asme Posham Rayinam Arishtim Tanunam Swadmanam Vachaha Sudinatvam Mahnam. This is from Veda 2:21:6. I discussed about this once earlier, if I am right. Anyhow, I'll just rush through. Shrestani Dravinani Dhehi. Indra. Indra is in vocative case, Sambodhana Vibhakti. Indra is the Parameshware, that is Satyananda. Oh God, Dhehi, instill in me, fill in me, bestow on me. Shrestani Dravinani. Dravina. Dravina means all that is wealth. All that is wealth. In the next line also we have got Raim Posham. There also we are speaking Rai is also wealth. But there is little difference between this Dravina and Rai. Dravinani Dhehi. Shrestani. So you want wealth which is best in its quality. We are very much interested in gaining wealth, that's fine. Everybody you are behind wealth. Everybody you want money, you want wealth, everything, fine. But there is a qualification, you have to understand that is Shrestani Dravinani Dhehi. It should be the best. So how can it be the best? It can be the best only when we earn it through right means. That's very important. It's not just wealth, it's wealth earned through right means. Shrestani Dravinani Dhehi. It has got many dimensions to understand. You say whatever wealth we have, finally we get it from the natural resources. From natural resources only we get our wealth. Now these days what we are doing is, for the sake of our gaining wealth, we are exploiting nature. We are exploiting nature and the whole natural resources are getting depleted. But here it doesn't become Shrestha, it becomes Shrestha, it becomes excellent only when, without burdening the natural resources, if we get our wealth. We are not a burden on natural resources. The natural resources are maintained. But nowadays we are denuding forests. The forest wealth is gone. We dig and dig in our mines and take out what is there in the internal layers of the earth. And they don't get renewed. We draw petrol, diesel, something like this. Liquid gold, what do they call it as? We mine it, it's gone. But it becomes Shrestha, the wealth becomes Shrestha, becomes good when the natural resources are maintained and used. So what's the way out? Depend more on renewable sources. If you depend on renewable sources, That too matching the rate of its recuperation. Yes, that's fine. We get our wealth and the resources are maintained. They are not disturbed, they are not exploited. So it becomes Shrestha. This is a lesson for all of us anywhere in the world, always. We are not supposed to exploit nature and spoil it, pollute it. This we are doing because we are depending more on the non-renewable sources. Non-renewable sources, if I use it once, it's gone. So we use dynamite and all these stones, the hills, they are blown out and we take out the resource out of it. Is it so easy to form it again? It has taken lakhs of years to form one stone, to form one hill. Just with one dynamite, we blow it out. There are other local materials which are renewable. We can use that. Wood would be ideal, mud would be ideal, wood and mud are renewable. So only when we get our wealth out of such renewable source, it is Shrestha Dravinani, not otherwise. All that I find in this mantra, keeping in mind several other mantras. All these things are not only in this mantra. It says Shrestha Dravinani. Let your wealth be the best one. That's all. But how I should interact with the resources around me, that is expressed elsewhere. So I am taking that also, keeping it in my mind, I am explaining this. Shrestha Dravinani Dhehi. Then it says, Chittim Dakshasya. Dakshasya Chittim. Daksha Samarthye. Chitti Sanjnane. So let my thoughts and let my mind be with efficiency. This is also very important. We do things. If it is not efficient, there will be loss of wastage. I am not making the optimum use of what is required. That optimality is lost sight of. Today the modern management and modern production principles, they always stress upon optimality. Let it be optimal, let it be optimal. What is required, only that much use it, don't use more, it's a waste. Because I'm not getting anything out of it. Optimality is a key word. That's been told thousands of years ago in Rig Veda, they say. Dakshasya. Dakshasya means that is efficient, optimal. Chittim Dakshasya, you improve my mind, you improve my approach, you improve my learning in such a way that I use the things in the optimal way. Neither more nor less. Less is a shortage, more is a waste. So the balancing point is optimum. Chittim Dakshasya. Then it says, Subhagatvam asme. Subhaga. Bhaga is Aishwarya Nama, that's as per Yaska. Subhaga. That's the wealth, it is complementary to what we have seen just now. Shrestha Dravinani Dhehi is complementary. Asme Subhagatvam Dhehi. Let us be masters of wealth, which is earned in the right means. Subhaga, then it is called as the righteous wealth. Bhaga is wealth. Subhaga is righteous wealth. Let righteous wealth be for us and let us be masters of such righteous wealth. Anyhow, I want wealth and I earn it by hook or crook. Okay, we get Bhaga, Aishwarya we get. It cannot become Subhaga. Subhaga is the best one and really the righteous one. Subhagatvam asme. Posham Rayinam. The same wealth, we are looking at from a different dimension. The wealth, when you get it in the right means, when it becomes righteous wealth, then Posham, Pusha Pushtav, it gives nourishment to us. Physically, mentally, spiritually, socially. That wealth nourishes us. If we exploit nature, then, okay, we get Bhaga, it cannot become Subhaga, it cannot nourish us. Because over a period of time, it all depletes and we lose that resource. It has to be nourishing, yes, we have to maintain it. Rai means Aishwarya, Rai means wealth. it should be nourishing to us. At the same time, we also nourish that source, both ways. Posham Rayinam. We have to nourish it, that has to nourish us. Then we can use it for a long time. Now what is happening today is, the state in which our parents, the previous generation, gave us all the natural resources, we have spoilt it and we are giving the worst world to the next generation. The air was purer. Now the air what we are giving to our children is not pure, is polluted. They have given us wonderful water. Now that water we pollute and we are giving polluted water to our children and say we love our children. Ridiculous. If we really like our children, we should have given them a better world than what we received. We have enriched the purity of air, the purity of water, the purity of land and so many other things. We are not doing it. We are actually spoiling it, exploiting it and finally giving a worse version of the world what we got. So we are not nourishing it, we are not maintaining it, we are not protecting it. Posham Rayinam, the wealth should be nourishing to us and to our future generation also, to give a better thing to them. Then that really reflects that we love our children, our posterity. If you are not loving them, okay, I exploit, use it as I want, and finally give some dirty world to our children. That's no love towards our children. Posham Rayinam. Arishtim Tanunam. Tanu means this Sharira Manas. Arishtim, without diseases. Oh God, give us all which makes our Sharira Manas hale and healthy, strong. Arishtim. Risha Himsayam. Himsa is a diseased condition. Dis-ease. Ease is comfort. Disease is opposite of it. A diseased condition. Risha Himsayam. Arishtim, without such discomfort. We shall enjoy a good physical and mental health. Arishtim Tanunam. So will it happen on its own automatically? Never, never. If you want a good health, Sharir Indriya Manas, a good tool to function, we have to work for it. We have to understand its nature. We have to work in accordance with that to maintain its good qualities. So that's what we call it as Arishtim Tanunam. A disease-free Sharir Indriya Manas. So that we can use the tool for a long time for a better purpose. Arishtim Tanunam. Swadmanam Vachaha. Let our words be sweet. Let our words be sweet. What we are doing is, yes, I talk all nonsense. Or maybe here and there I talk some good things also. But I should be careful and see that my words always are sweet. Another thing comes along with it. Just to make it sweet, we should not lie. We should speak the truth and it should be lovable. It should be sweet. Swadmanam Vachaha. So if our communication, if the words what we utter, if it is really sweet, yes, the human relationship will have a better bondage. If you speak nonsense, the human relationship will go off. We will not be able to maintain that human relationship with other people. And we have to live along with them. We have to live with them. I cannot live solitarily. So, Swadmanam Vachaha. I will as far as possible make my words as sweet as possible, plus truthful. Because lies will be very sweet to listen. That's fine. Just because they are sweet, I am not supposed to lie. I have to speak truth only in a pleasing manner. Swadmanam Vachaha. Sudinatto Mahnam. Let every day be, in these lines, be a good day for me. We share on good day, good morning, good night, everything we say that. But just by saying good day or good morning, good night, will it become good night or good day? No. We have to work for it. So let our days be happy, good, comfortable, favorable. So that we have to work for it. We have to sweat for it and get it. Oh God gives all this strength so that all these things will happen. And this we are exchanging with the just born baby. The baby can understand all these things, but it cannot acknowledge and say, yes, I have understood. We're just a stillborn baby. But it would have grasped whatever you have said, it would have grasped what we mean, and tomorrow, at a later date, all that it has grasped will come out, and its life will be beautiful and wonderful. That's the purpose why we chant these mantras. Rigveda 2:21-6. Next mantra, this also from Rigveda 3:36-10. 3:36-10. Prayandhi, asme prayandhi, asme prayandhi, dha mahaprana, asme prayandhi, maghavan, maghavan, rujishin, rujishin indra, rayo, Vishwavarasya bhurehe, asme prayandhi, maghavan, rujishin indra, rayo, Vishwavarasya bhurehe, Vishwavarasya bhurehe, asme shatam sharado, asme shatam sharado, जीवसे धा अस्मे वीरान शश्वत इंद्र शिप्रिन, that Sha is Talavya, the first Sha, Shiprin, Indra Shiprin. Rigveda 3:36-10. Asme prayandhi maghavan rujishin indra rayo vishwavarasya bhurehe. Vishwavarasya bhurehe. Asme shatam sharado जीवसे धा अस्मे वीरान शश्वत इंद्र शिप्रिन. Rigveda 3:36-10. The same thought what we see in the earlier mantra, that is 2:21-6, is being continued or extended in this mantra also. Prayandhi. Yandhi, yaprapane. You get us? It's equivalent to Dehi, what is in the earlier mantra. For the Dehi here they are using Yandhi. You get us? Prayandhi in the best way possible. Asme for us. For us, get me in the best way possible the following. Asme prayandhi. So this is a request with Maghavan, Indra, Rujishin. Rujishin, Maghavan, Indra. Indra is the Parameshwara, he is the source of all wealth. The Satchananda God is the source of all wealth. Maghavan, the same thing, Maghaite Ishwarya Nama, the one who has got all wealth, the master of wealth. Rujishin, whatever you got is worthy of our possessing. It is worthy of possessing. Not everything that's available is worthy for us to hold. Only that which is a gift for us from that Satyananda, the Indra, yes, that is worthy to be held by us. That's worthy to be possessed by us. Rujishin. Maghavan Rujishin Indra. Oh, the master of all wealth. One is got wealth which can be given and which you give. Which you give. And worthy for us to possess. Rayo Vishwavarasya Bhurehe. Bhurehe. Bhurehe is exemplary in large quantities with wonderful qualities. Bhure means more. With the highest qualities and also quantity. Vishwavarasya Rayaha. Rayaha is again wealth. They are seeking for that wealth. And it is Vishwavarasya. The one which can protect us from all discomforts. Vishwa all. Varasya which can avoid, which can clear all such things. So the wealth should be in such a way that it should be able to discard all that is uncomfortable, all that is not good. It should be able to eliminate such things. That should be the wealth. But if you don't get the wealth in the right means, along with the wealth as a side effect, we get so many other problems also. But when it says Vishwavarasya Rayaha, that is the wealth which is very positive and we are not getting any negative things in that. That means you are earning it to right means. Let you, the Indra, the wealthiest of the universe, you please give us such wealth which clears all negativities and is all positive. Vishwavarasya Rayaha Bhurehe, in large quantity. When I say quantity, it doesn't mean just quantity, it is quantity plus quality. And our priority is quality. If it's of higher quality, even if the quantity is less, you don't mind at all. We are not emphasizing on quantity, but we are emphasizing quality. You want that which is very high quality thing with quantity also. If quantity, we are ready to compromise, but we are not ready to compromise on quality aspect of it. And Asme Shatam Sharado Jiva Sedhaha. Use all such inputs so that we can live for 100 years. Shatam Sharadaha. Sharadaha is that Rutu, Sharad Rutu. It comes once in a year. So Shatam Sharadaha. It's equivalent to years. Shatam 100. So live for 100 years. You give us that longevity. You give us all that instruction guidance so that we can live for 100 years. Shatam Sharadaha. Jiva say to live. Jiva Pranadharane. That's the root. Jiva Pranadharane. To sustain this life for a long period, maybe 100 years, he gives all the inputs, we will follow it. Asme Miran Shashwatam Indra Shiprin. Shashwataha, relatively eternal, relatively long time. They are not eternal. This Sharira Indriya Manas is only for some period, and then we discard the Sharira Indriya Manas. For some period we will be in it, we will be taking rest in this and using it as our tool. Relatively let it be long. Shashwata, relatively let it be for a long time. That relativity is there. For a long time let us be in this Sharira Indriya Manas, use it as a tool. Viran. Viran. By inspiring our inner self. Usually when we hear the word Veera, understand is one who is brave, with all valor he fights and other things. That's what we understand for Veera. That's colloquial. Vim irayati. Vim is the internal spirit. Irigatav, the one which inspires and motivates the inner spirit for doing best things. That is Veera. That's the basic thing. That's based on the dhatu, the root. The one which inspires the internal spirit. One who has got the spirit, who can motivate and inspire his own inner self, is called as a Veera. So it inspires. When the internal self is inspired by these thoughts and words and actions, yes, they can lead a better life. They will get that qualification to experience peace and bliss. They can lead a better life for 100 years. So let us have that. Indra. So Indra we have seen earlier also. Here also Indra is addressed in the second part. Veeran Shashwata Shiprin. Shiprin is one who is bestowed with or who is a Sarvajna. So Indra Shiprin, we are addressing, O Indra, who is Sarvaishwaryavan. Shiprin, one is a Sarvajna, omniscient. You give us all that knowledge so that we can live for 100 years and we will be able to self-motivate us, self-inspire us, can inspire ourselves to do good jobs, to lead the best life that we can. Here our goal is experience peace and bliss. That's the search for every one of us. So give us all that input, all that guidance, shows the path, because you're omniscient. Shiprin, you're omniscient. And that's the best wealth what you have got, your omniscience. You share it with us so that we can live for 100 years. And the whole 100 years, we don't look for any inspiration from outside. We get that inspiration from internal self. Self-motivation, auto-motivation, auto-inspiration, whatever you call it. So that we can lead the life without any dependency on something external. We depend on you and we depend on our own internal capacity. We depend on our own internal motivation and inspiration. So this is Rigveda 3:36-10. 3:36-10 Rigveda. Then we got another mantra. Now this mantra is from Mantra Brahmana. Mantra Brahmana, it's not from Samhita. Mantra Brahmana. Because it is in tune with the Vedic thoughts, yes, he considers this. There's no problem. It says, Ashma Bhava. Ashma Bhava. Parushur Bhava. Ashma Bhava. Parushur Bhava. Hiranyam Astritam Bhava. Hiranyam Astritam Bhava. Hiranyam Astritam. Sata R vowel. Astritam Bhava. One line. Vedo vai putra namasi. Vedo vai putra namasi. Sajiva Sharadashatam. Sajiva Sharadashatam. This is a mantra Brahmana. And it's also there in Ashwalayana Grihya Sutra. We find it in both places. Ashwalayana Grihya Sutra and Mantra Brahmana. They are subsidiary text. What to get after this Veda Samhita. And we are very clear Veda Samhita is self-evident. Parama Pramana. As all these subsidiaries what you get as Ashwalayana Grihya Sutra or Upanishads or Brahmana Granthas or Aranyakas, they are all subsidiary books and they are not self-evident. They are Parata Pramana. If you find something in tune with the Vedic thought, yes, you consider it, otherwise you just forget about it. Even though it is in Aranyaka, Brahmana, Upanishad or whatever it is. That to become valid, it should have something, its root in the Veda Samhita Bhaga. That's what we call as Parata Pramana. Ashma Bhava, Parshur Bhava, Hiranyam Astritam Bhava, Vedo Vai Putra Namasi, Samjiva Sajiva Sharadashatam. It's in Mantra Brahmana and also Ashwalayana Grihya Sutra. So the situation, the context we should understand very well. This we are conversing with the just born baby. That's one thing. At the same time, we are talking with our own selves because it is a guidance for our life also. It helps our life also, and we are giving the same thing to the child also. But one thing, can understand what it is, but the child will grasp it, but cannot acknowledge. That point we should be very clear. Ashma bhava. Ashma means stone. Stone. You become a stone. Ashma bhava. You be the stone. The hardest thing. Why? Life has got all ups and downs. If you are supple, you'll be affected by the ups and downs. But if you're strong enough, sturdy, firm, stable, yes, that's like a stone. Yes, you can take all the ups and downs in life in your stride. No problem at all. You can face any situation in the future. Any situation. Because you're strong and bold as a boulder. Ashma bhava, you become like a boulder. Bear it. Become so strong. Physically, mentally, and spiritually. Life is going to have ups and downs. It will have all that is favorable and also unfavorable, adverse things. Yes, we face it in our life. Generally, what happens is when it is favorable, we jump and frolic. When it's a negative thing, when we fall down, we cry and we are into a lot of depression and other things. Let both not happen. We shall take both ups and downs equally with the same strength and boldness. So that they are comparing with that boulder, a stone-like thing. Become a stone to face the world. Don't lose your stability. Don't use your equipoise, equilibrium. Just because there is a down or there is an up. Or like a stone, be like a stone, be strong. Face them equally. Good or bad, adverse or favorable. Parushur bhava. Parushu is an X. A-X-E. It's an X. Be like an X. What does X do? It cuts down. It cuts down the trees. Now we are not speaking of trees here. You be an X-like where you will cut down all negativities. You work like an X to cut down all your negativities. Don't get affected by negativities. You cut them out. Remove them. As an X removes the trees. As an X removes the trees, you also become an X and remove all negativities. Have positive outlook to life. Parushur bhava. It's not only for the child, I also should follow it throughout my life. So it's a lesson to the child as well as a lesson to me. Parushur bhava. Hiranyam astrutam bhava. Hiranyam astrutam bhava. So Hiranya has got two meanings. One is gold. Hiranya means gold. Astrutam, pure. Gold is pure when it is heated. When it's heated, all the impurities will burn out and we get 24 karat pure gold. Hiranyam astrutam bhava. So let us pass through the hurdles in life, experience the heat and other things, and finally become more and more pure and strong. Hiranyam astrutam bhava. Clean. All impurities are gone. That's another one. The other meaning of Hiranya is hitam ramaniyam. Hitam ramaniyam. Hitam ramaniyam. That which is pleasurable, that which is lovable. All that Hiranya. It need not be only gold. Gold is one meaning of it. So let your life be pure and strong, lovable. Astrutam is to become clean. So take your life on a higher pedestal where you take all your ups and downs in your stride. Don't get upset by it. Maintain your equipoise, equilibrium. Be stable. and maintain all those positivities. Hiranya is positivity. Hitam Ramaniyam. All positive things are hitam, pleasing for us, good for us. Ramaniyam, lovable. And let it be clean, let it not be polluted. Similar to gold, which on heating becomes purer and purer and all impurities will be burnt out. And you get pure gold. It's a 24 karat gold. Hiranyam astrutam bhava. Vedo vai putra namasi. Vedo vai putra namasi. The child what you have got, so both parents, for the mother and father they say, it's your own replication, reproduction. What you got as a child is your own replication, you have replicated yourself. That's your copy only, that's your own copy. That means, whatever qualities you observe in that, it is your own gift to the child. So I'm speaking of all the hereditary qualities which you have given it to our child. Of course, it has its own samskara. Samskara means the imprints on the soul. That's on the other side. Then in addition to it, we contribute our own genealogical factors to the child. So it's as good as our own extension. The child is our own extension. And of course, we give an environment which it also picks up from the environment. So you're all a combination of three factors that I've been telling again and again. One is our samskara, carried through different lives. Number two, the hereditary factors what we have imbibed from our parents. And number three, the environmental factors which influence us. We're all a combination of these three, every one of us. If the environment is changed, we get influenced in a different way. If I'm born and brought up in a particular environment, all that is there in that environment I pick up. And the Sharira Indriya Manas, what is given to me is just an extension of my parents. They have given all the hereditary and genealogical factors, and that's what I am. And I carry with me, I means the soul, carry with me my own impressions from past lives. So all the three make a person. So here, you are your own reflection, you are your own extension, your child is your own replica. Please know it. Veda is knowledgeable, human beings are knowledgeable. Human beings are able to develop and improve and learn. Whereas other than human beings, they work on just their basic instincts. Nidra, Ahara, Bhaya, Maithuna. That's the end of it. But as human beings, we have got the capacity to learn and expand our knowledge. We can learn, understand, and expand our knowledge. And you are your own replica. Vedo vai putra namasi. Sajiva Sharadashtam. We wish for it to live for 100 years. Wish for it to live for 100 years. Now that question still remains. Many times it comes, okay, why 100 years? Why you want to live long? Let answer that question also. Why you want to live for 100 years? What if I take that philosophy which I was discussing last time? Life is short, make it sweet and get out, quit. Why 100 years? So now I understand the very purpose of human life here by answering this question. We all are after peace and bliss. We are all searching for it. Maybe through materials, maybe this, maybe that, anything. We are all in search of peace and bliss. Unless we experience that peace and bliss, we are not satisfied, we are not contented. We still feel that we miss something, Even rich people, very rich people, famous people, celebrities, even they feel that they are not getting what they want. They are missing something. That's what they feel. Because they have not experienced peace and bliss. Even a poor person, if he has experienced peace and bliss, he is more contented than all those people. So actual contentment, actual happiness is in the experience of peace and bliss for everyone. Everyone else, we are in search of it. We are in search of it. Now this peace and bliss, to experience it, we should be qualified. We should deserve it. What's the scale to find out how deserving we are, how qualified we are to experience peace and bliss? That is the strength and purity of the soul. The strength and purity of the soul. If the soul is pure, if the soul is strong, yes, we are able to experience the peace and bliss. Otherwise, even that peace and bliss, if it shower on us, we will not be able to experience it because we are not qualified. We don't get it. So our search is finally peace and bliss. To experience peace and bliss without being in the birth and death cycle for a long period is what is called as moksha, salvation, mukti. That's how it is defined. So that's our goal. For that we have to make our souls strong and pure. To make our soul strong and pure, we need a human structure. We need a human tool by which we can do it. So every minute we are in a human Sharira Indriya Manas is so valuable. So wish for 100 plus years, so that we can use this tool for a long time and get as much as possible from this human life to purify the soul, to strengthen the soul. That's the purpose why you want to live for 100 years. I can enjoy physically, I can enjoy all sensual pleasures and quit by 40. But what is the benefit for the soul? This is the only opportunity as human beings to strengthen and purify the soul. It is the purpose of life, purpose of human life to be precise. So, more and more time I get, more and more number of years I live, it is beneficial to me. So I'm always for 100 years, 100 plus years. Because every moment I can use to strengthen and purify the soul, whereby I become qualified, I become deserving for the experience of peace and bliss. So that's the answer for it. That's the very purpose of human life. Because it's possible only through the Sharindriya Manas of a human being. It is capable of contributing to the strength and purity of the soul. No other form, no other creature is capable of doing this, only human life. So it's a great opportunity we have got. Let us make the use of this opportunity for a long, long time, 100 plus years. So that's why we are always for 100 years. This we call it as, in the Vedic language, Jijivisha. Jijivisha is the word what we use. Jijivisha, that's wish to live long. Wish to live long. I will to live long. Jijivisha. That's why whenever you speak of human beings, from the point of birth, from the time when it is in the womb to the end, we always emphasize and stress on this Jijivisha. Live long, live long. It's not just living. When you live long, you concentrate on purifying and strengthening your soul. Because that's the only opportunity as human beings have got. Thereby you become deserving and qualified to experience peace and bliss. They're all interconnected. Okay, there are many more mantras. We shall stop at this. And other mantras which are recited and the thought process which goes on at the time of the birth of the child, that's the Jata Karma Samskara, that we'll see. This Sunday is not there because first Sunday is there. So I go for that yoga class. Monday we can have. Monday for me and Sunday night for you. So we shall discuss about many more mantras. And even if we grasp a little of what we have discussed so far, yes, it just transforms our life. It gives a different goal to our life. It defines the path that we have to take. It defines how we have to lead our lives. And finally, the result is wonderful as we are able to experience peace and bliss. That's the final result what we get. And we cannot buy that peace and bliss anywhere by paying any amount. It is to be worked out by us, by leading a pious and noble life. That's what it stresses on. Okay, we shall be thinking about it. And Monday morning for me, Sunday night for you. We shall again sit down and continue this discussion. Thank you.